Getting your message out as a small business owner using digital marketing, one of the essential skills you need to have is being able to speak confidently about your movement, about your mission, about your business. And so today, that's what this whole video is about. I had a client recently ask about my advice when it comes to speaking confidently. She was doing stage speaking, podcasts. She was speaking at live events, at virtual events. She was doing private trainings and small group trainings and corporate trainings and all of these different things that she needed to be incredibly confident in her style of presentation, in the delivery of her content, because it's that confidence that tips people over, tips people from that place of indecision to actually making whatever it is that decision it is that you're helping guide them to. So today we're going to talk about building that confidence so you can speak more confidently. In this video, we're going to talk about how speed kills, even on stage. We'll talk about my biggest pet peeve when it comes to inexperienced speakers and how you can avoid the trap. And at the end of the video, I'll share with you the shockingly simple trick that instantly boosts your confidence. So for this and more, as we always say, roll the intro! This applies on the roads just as much as it applies on the stage. Speed kills. The easiest way to tell that someone is an inexperienced speaker is to listen to how quickly they're talking. Someone who's incredibly nervous will get a little bit of a quicker tone in their voice. They might get a quiver or a shake to their voice as well. But it's that speed that gives it away. So I want you not to create this monotone experience where you're just talking slow without any emphasis, either high or low on your word. That's really boring. Let's just face it. So instead, what I want you to do is look at how you can vary your tone, vary your speed. Yeah, there are totally times where you want to speed up what you're talking about because it adds to the excitement. It helps your audience feel that same nervous energy, that same excitement. But you don't want to use that same speed and tone throughout your entire presentation. That will kind of scare people. That puts them in that state of anxiousness and anxiety for the entirety of your presentation. Instead, I want you to think about building a roller coaster. There are going to be times where there is that anticipation building. There are times when it speeds up. There are times when you're whipped around and you're taken in a completely different direction. And sometimes it slows down so that you can think and enjoy the view and really get to know what it is that you are presenting to your people. So go slow down, first of all, and then figure out where you need that speed, where you need that emphasis, and build that into your presentation. Have confidence in the story that you're telling your people. And let us know down in the comments below, what are those stories you're telling people? Introduce yourself down in the comments. I want to get to know you guys as visibility hackers, and I'm sure the rest of the community would love to get to know you as well. Okay, so one of the biggest ways to tell an inexperienced speaker from a confident speaker, the way that it really gets on my nerves at least, are people who articulate statements in the form of questions. This is known as vocal uptick. At the end of a sentence, if you want to sound confident, you want a vocal downturn at the end of your sentence, not an uptick. This is like ending your sentence with a period rather than a question mark. It's a super small tip, but it gets a lot of people thinking. So think about it this way. When you give a statement, I want you to make sure that there is a hard stop, a period. It is a confident statement that you're making. You're not asking the question? That was the uptick. Question? We're going for dinner versus we're going for dinner. Two different statements. One is confident, the other one is, I don't know. So we want to make sure that we are firm in our statements, that we are not wavering, because that wavering is the sound of someone who is not confident in what they're talking about. So switch that up. Very simple tip. And another really simple tip for you guys is to hit the subscribe button and join us here on the channel. If you haven't already joined us, what are you waiting for? Crazy idea, but the simplest way to build confidence, both for yourself and the perception from your audience, is to put a smile on your face. That's it. I did this study once. Well, it wasn't an official study. It was a little kind of observation that I was doing. I was doing a lot of presentations back in the day, and I would walk into these rooms and I would try it out. What happens if I give the exact same presentation, but I walk into the room and I don't look at people, I am dismissive, I look kind of frazzled, and I don't really have that confidence when I walk in the room, compared to walking in, giving direct eye contact, shaking people's hands, getting excited, and taking charge of the room before the presentation starts. Night and day difference. Not only in the energy that I had, because of course I'm feeding off of the energy that's in the room. So when you walk in with down energy, you get less energy in the room. When you walk in confidently though, it seemed like I was magnifying the amount of energy that the participants and the viewers of my presentation were feeding into the room. The engagement we were getting, people actually paid attention because when I walked into the room, I showed that I was an authority. I showed that I was confident in what I was talking about. Simple little trick, completely changed the game. And it's cool because this also translates from in-person to online as well. If you're showing up on your live stream, for example, and you don't really know what you're clicking, and we've all seen those live streams before where people are like, is this on? Oh man, do we look old when that happens, right? Instead, we also get a different kind of energy when we watch people online who jump in confidently, who know what they're talking about, who dominate that space, who take charge confidently of the message that they're sharing on their platform. It's the exact same thing as walking into a room full of college students ready to hear your lecture. It's the same thing online. So if you want to learn how to do this and so many more tricks about building your camera confidence, building that connection machine for your audience, regardless of what type of small business you have, then I definitely recommend that you join us in the Visibility Hacking group, because over there we have tons of live content every week. We got great tips and tricks. You have access to all of our visibility hacking coaches as well, and so much more. So join me over there. Just head over to visibilityhacking.com, click the button that says become an official visibility hacker or become a visibility hacker, and it'll drop you over into our awesome group. So I will see you over there, and in the meantime, watch one of these. We'll see you soon. Remember, I love you. Be excellent to each other, and go find your people.